OG. Levi's team's been on board so heavily. Cherry's 2 foot back off the and then still have a 6 foot walkway, and then they were on the ones yesterday, they were right up on it. There's like a 2 foot path that I don't know how the fire marshal let go. Down there it gets dicey down on 96, 97. We still have people setting up tripods without like a 2 foot. Yeah, I mean, that makes me wonder what the sports is going to be like. I'm just like, you can buy it on me. Yeah. 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 Well, that's like, you know, that's not contemplated every time you use, like, the legal tax rate is sitting on the car. You know, like I said to Liz last night, I really had to watch what I said to Jason Brayton because it's going to directly affect Levi's playing time. Like, he's really not really a tough time because of injury. What's that? They probably don't like me. Honestly, I thought I knew that I couldn't sleep, but now I don't. The fake and brain thing is like, then when you put that big news out about what he should live on the season, I was so close to just, no, I can't wait till that survey gets through though. Because that's what I said today. I said, I don't like to sit down and have this stuff to do anything. I think it's too far gone. And I think the team is really like, in a lot of ways, like, this feels me. I don't hold anything against the place. Like, I know what it's like to go through pregnancy and it's your first child. I don't see what a committed it is to see that. It's unfortunate that Coach David had an opportunity to coach start and, you know, excel to LU, but it's his son. I think he's awesome for that. But, you know, when Coach David was coaching in that position, he was coaching, taking stats, everything, doing everything. I love David. If he would have been involved with the season, it would have been drastically different. I think from an admin perspective and definitely from a coaching perspective. I mean, I love David. Yeah. Well, it's like I was sitting 2 chairs down. I had Lorenzo between me and Brady. End of day one, I think. End of AM day one. And Faith was on the other side. Brayden had like a 20 or 25-minute conversation with David. And like, you could tell he defers to David in a lot of ways. And David was calling the shots, which it should be the guys who were the David team with from other people's videos. the thing for me is I was raised a man's only as good as his word. I'm old school and like his reputation being a snake and a liar. I don't trust him any further than I can throw him, and like I jokingly said to you and Luke, I said, he's going upon my 60 times for this championship. I can't throw him as far as I would have been able to. I don't trust him at all anymore. Like, you know. That was like that coming back from Richmond when we ended up at McDonald's with you. I knew something was wrong because I was like, "Hey, let's go. This is you, right?" And he's like, "No." And Ian's like, "Are you sure something didn't happen, bro?" And he's like, "No, we're good. We're sitting out there directly. We're Thursday afterwards." And I come outside and they're laughing. And Ian told him, and he's like, "Yeah, I did tell Luke this wasn't you, though." I about wet myself. And I just been in the men's room, I was dying today. Well, and I know his attitude is, if I'm getting beat, how can I improve? What do I need to work on? Because he's a dog, he's going to do it, you know? Grayson's a lot like Ian, where you can tell him to dig a trench to that back wall and then go eat that stray rabid dog, and they're going to do it. You're like, what's next? You know? Yeah. That's like me. I tried old boy confrontation, but when it's got to be had, I teach them, I'm like, look, resolve it. Be assertive, but be respectful. Like, there's no, like, that incident that happened at the end of day 2. Braden was telling Levi the top's being served, and Levi's ankle was coach. So he just pounded it in the net. Well, if he did it on purpose, I told him, I said, you never found a ball in the net on purpose. I said, you respectfully, but assertively say, coach, my ankle shot, I'm either floating, or you're subbing me out, I'm on that bench. Those are two I can't stop it. I said, you never found a ball in the net. So I've raised you to be assertive, but respectful, and that's what you do. You know, that's what they know. There's 2 rules in my house. You don't lie to me, and you don't steal me. Like, if they lie, they've known from the time they're Cole's age, your consequences are a lot cleaner. I don't care if the cops come knocking at my door for something stupid, and you say, Dad, I wasn't even thinking. Like, not only did I know what I was thinking, I wasn't thinking. Fair, we'll deal with it, we'll learn from it, we'll move on, but do not lie to me. Yeah. What? Yeah. You know where you stand. That's like, you know, I had subcontractor, I was building houses that would be like, oh, it's good for government work. You can't see it from my house. And I like, dude, there's the door. Like, we had a guy that did a whole set of stairs and rail rail across and overlooked the great room, everything. And we're like, what kind of job would this be on the car or NBC job? He's like, it'd be A+. We're like, it's C- here, rip it out and redo it. I mean, I tell my guys all the time, look, don't tell me you're going to do something and not do it. Like, I would rather you look in the eye and say, forget it, and insult me and my family and talk bad about my mom, but tell me you're not going to do it. Like, I know where we stand. I'll find somebody that will, but don't tell me you're going to do it not, you know? Yeah. Charlie or G? Both of them, yeah. Go left. Left. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, and we're the same way with kids. Like, yeah, I tell my kids all the time, be the kind kid. Like, you see a kid alone somewhere, whether it's an archery practice, whatever, go be a friend. Like, I don't care what your peers think. I don't care what your friends think. And you won't either when you're old enough to realize it doesn't matter. Like, leave no man behind. Even, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Much like Ali said on season about Ian, and I don't necessarily agree with it because he's really had an attitude and struggle this week too with Josh coming back and not seeing it work. And I'm like, dude, we told you this from the beginning. Like, in a lot of ways, I wish they would have kept Ian as the middle starter for two because he's only played 16 months. So, you know, I mean, I love him, yeah, but. Yeah, and the development, I mean, that's the thing. Ian put himself behind the curve not playing that first year at Bellows with Levi. Even though Levi learned everything wrong and had to unlearn and relearn all of it, they had him approaching the hit off the wrong foot and everything and whatever. And, you know, but Levi's volleyball IQ and court awareness was so far ahead of Ian because Ian didn't have that year to see the game. Even though it was a very poor imitation of what the game should be, it was being around it. And Ian bailed the night before preseason conditioning. And like, I told him, I said, you really come start watching Levi's games. I was like, these volleyball girls are completely different than the Dungeons and Dragons chess club on the archery team. And he's like, holy cow, Dad, you're right. And it was like one of those things where it was like, it wasn't joking. I wasn't trying to be a pig about it. It wasn't that. It was just like trying to get him to Levi's games because he wouldn't even go because he had just got, well, it doesn't help that Levi's girlfriend being his ex-girlfriend. That's a whole other story. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there were a lot of dynamics there that I knew how to exploit, and then when he came around, he loved it, and it's like he's athletic, but he's still not where these guys are, even after a tough season, obviously, you know, but, oh, he has, and Allie always says, like, Ian's the best teammate, he's always taking everybody out, he's always building everybody up, well, that's what we've talked about, I don't care if they're on the bench or on the court, we told him at the beginning of the year, hey, great, you're on one. You're never going to see the court. You're going to do the grip and ring photos and get the bike the medals, but Levi's going to play every minute on that court and be the captain and develop it probably some further other than he's being the group and Levi's not. But, you know, that was the deal going into this, and they both knew that, but Ian's attitude was clearly they talking about it. It's like, are you surprised? I mean, this isn't one of those gel capsules that you just threw in the bathtub and it turned into an angelfish sponge. Like, we knew this, you know? Yeah. 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 No. Yeah. It's like, Ian, you're on a team of like thoroughbred Kentucky Derby style, you know, like, and then I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I wholeheartedly agree with it. I love that. Yeah. See, I hate because I still have my builder's license. I've had it since 2005. I mean, 2005. I figured I'd either have my own string company still, or I'd be building houses, and I'd be bringing my boys up through that. And just with where my pad veered off 10 years ago with a back injury and trading the tool out for a keyboard and going to work for BFS, it hasn't gone that way. Because I always keep my license and my jersey barn current, because you used to be able to throw it in active, but now I have to test again and get it all over again. It's a whole lot harder to get now. But I thought I would have that to bring my kids up through. And Ian's talking about going to work for BFS. They won't hire until 18. I was like, dude, you can do what I'm doing and make a good living doing it, but you're going to start at the door stop on the box truck, unloading doors and windows and working. But you're not fast tracking your way anywhere because I'm your dad. That's Ian. Yeah. Yeah, I see Ian was doing all that, but he worked for a guy whose wife made incredible money, and they had 2 kids, and all Josh had to do was get them to take care of his mother-in-laws and then work. And Ian, I'll bet, worked 9 or 10 days in the last 4 months because they got divorced, and then Josh was like, when they were getting divorced, he sold most of his equipment and trailer and was working out of a pickup truck. Well, Ian just started with one of Josh's best friend's son and worked for a guy that has a tree service, and Ian's working with them now. They're working on his schedule, but he's, learning how to run the chipper. He did all the landscape management stuff, and then they were doing beautification, like asking for corn blade, irrigation systems, stuff up in the cliffs. So then he was on the beautification and kind of improvement side of things too. But the tree stuff, he loves. And my brother-in-law has a tree business in Atlanta, and everyone on the staff that knows how to order climber, and he's been getting in climbing stuff for all of it for 4 or 5 years now. But it's like day 2, they had him back in the F-150 with the trailer in the hole back of the shop, and she's never backed the trailer up in his life. And the one crew member was like, she's never backed the trailer up, but you just landed that thing on time. The next day, they had him driving the truck and trailer and equipment all over town. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a dude that, like, I've done the one on my insurance because how he drives my old Tahoe that he bought from me. But they're going to work him up through here, but he's starting at the bottom. He's picking up through and feeding it to the chipper. Then it'll be the chipper. Then eventually a chainsaw, maybe bucking a log, or but he's back to actually working hard. And he's made a difference because, instead of staying up all night, whatever, he rolls into bed dog tired, but he knows what to do the next day. So he's on a phone drive till 1:32, which we used to take their phones at bedtime anyway. Yeah. Yeah. We're raising our kids to lead. Like, you got to learn there's consequences that come from your decisions. I can't. Well, it's what changed it for us was we got health issues. He'd be laying there in his bed in the middle of the night, showing April on his Apple Watch with his heart rate 180 beats per minute and his blood pressure 250 over 220. And we're like, he has to be able to call up the expert. Call 911 if he has to, It's kind of put a different spin on things because you're like, we weren't really expecting this, I've kept you from sitting this whole match. We love Grace. We absolutely love Grace. I feel horrible we didn't bring Cole because I didn't know y'all were bringing Aiden and one of those 14-hour days with Cole. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we kind of have some of the stuff with Blues too, as things have gone along with Ian. Like, now you're going to be playing middle. Oh, you're definitely going to be playing right side for Riverside. And, oh, we might need to get middle because we haven't had any guys come through. And, you know, he gets frustrated. He's like, I don't even know what to focus on in practice because I don't even know where I'm going. And of course, we have that problem with Levi because Levi can play in the position. He's not like that. He's like the Swiss Army knife. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. That's what I tell them all the time. It's like, look, guys, I don't have a college degree. I've never set foot in a college classroom. I'm hard on university until the day I die. You know, but basically, if someone gives you a chance to move the door up a crack, you kick that thing wide open, and don't ever let anybody outwork you. You may not be the most talented, the smartest, but don't ever let anyone have a better work ethic than you. And it's like, you know, a lot of times, you know, it's not even what you do, it's how you do it. I mean, attitude is everything anymore. And it's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know. Everywhere you go, you know. No, I feel bad because I never really got to know Charlie too well. I thought he hated me for the longest time because he's like, he's just quiet and hard book to read. And I'm like, I've even said, "Dad, do something fun." Yeah, you would never believe me if I told you this, but I was the most insecure, no self-esteem, like teenager, young adult, young male adult you would ever meet because of my dad. Like I got kind of felt like people looked down on me. I never had anybody teach me how to be a man, and I was quiet. I was always insecure. I always thought everybody was mad at me. I'd ask people mad at me every 20 seconds. But I met Jess and. That's just the dude I'm the shit. Like, I'm the one that wants details. Like, I'll be like, hey, how was your day? Yeah. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're still that way. I'll be like, how was your day? Good. What do you have to do? School. I'm like, what do you do? And, she doesn't say, but I mean, she lived an hour and 15 minutes away from me, and there were, like, every guy in the town was after her. And when I met her, I was like, hey, pal, if I'm going to even know this girl, I'm going to have to start asking questions, I'm going to have to start asking the clarifying questions, and I'm going to have to start asking follow-up questions and clarifying questions. And I turned into a talker because otherwise we would just start at each other and like, we may as well get some questions out of the phone. It was, I mean, it's horrible. And I swung the other way too where I'm too honest and my mouth usually gets me in trouble. And if my mouth doesn't say it, my face and my eyes, dude. Yeah. And I've got to the point where I shut up and talk. I don't shut up, I talk too much. It's swung the other way in trying to seek her out and draw her out. And like, we met in 97 and it's still like, communication-wise, probably the same way it was. Which drives me nuts. Because I'm like, just say it, get it off your chest. Like, I don't care if it comes out completely wrong. I'm not going to get mad at you. Like, I know what you mean. I know where your heart's at with it. Just say it. Like, yell at, scream at, do whatever, you know. But... saying, we've gone through all the 5 love languages books, all the other, like, all the stuff, but I really don't feel like we progressed in it at all. I actually feel like it got worse because I think she just shuts down, which of course makes me mad. And it's not even a space thing. It's not like I need to cool down and we'll talk about it later. It just like stirred and avoided, swept under the rug, I think. But I mean, it's always a challenge. Let's go, G. But it's funny, I've seen her grow a lot this season in like assertiveness and things too, because there have been things, she's actually got on Braden harder to Braden this year than I have. Like, when they canceled that in-house tournament from Georgia Tech, she was all up Braden's head coming out there. I mean, she's a boy mom. You know what's up too, everybody would be out. It's like, look, you know you're picking what should be your priorities on the table or money-making opportunities, but we're not okay. Of course, we get a different table. The same way. I'm not, that's just always the social butterfly. I'm a few close friends around the campfire and a lone wolf the rest of the way. Yeah. Exactly. Like there's nothing to hide. Like what you see is what you get. Yeah. I mean, it's like, because I have trust issues too, because even, like, we changed churches after my heart attack. I got like a 30-minute argument that I got demonized. I'm not proud of it, for things I shouldn't have, but for me it comes back and saying nice things for life for years, and then you act a little more firm. At some point you're like, is there a reason why we can't do this? Because I feel like, you know, the sound is like, yeah, I'm sitting down, but on the inside I'm really standing up with my arms crossed, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, why? And we haven't even a small group for the 20 years because everything that happened after my heart attack, like, there were non-believers that were like, what's the big deal? Like, you got everybody's like, you know, the church people and all the backstabbing and all the judgment and all the, like, people want to throw stones in their own God's house. What's the deal? And I mean, I've cut ties with 90% of the people I was friends or associates with before my heart attack. The hunting property people, I mean, they were like family. You know, I mean, we'd get together at Christmas and give each other kids gifts, the whole thing. But, you know, when you realize you can't trust people, and then every once in a while you throw that little tidbit of information out there to somebody to see who you can trust and what it's circulates around to. I mean, like I know where my friends and my allies are. See, and that's one of my buddies at work who's 10 years older than me. That's our philosophy on everything. It's like, look, all I'm asking is that you just like I'm not a good person, but can you just at least not more than I do? Well, people exploit it, but then people also say kindness or weakness. But that's my problem is like I can't do much. Like I'm horrible now. Like since my heart attack, and I see people get hurt. Well, I'm like, we were going to Ryan now, and I just had a full-blown panic attack. We're in the snow and ice. I've already wiped up on it, but there was a 9-car pile up the other way. And Jessica's like, oh my goodness, a baby. And there's a family getting a baby out of the car. The baby is fine. I lost it. I'm completely broke. to a first-time trouble with a heart attack. It's just like, like I come across like a hard-hearted, really bad, whatever, but it's not. It's probably a defense mechanism because, I mean, my kids see me ball my eyes out. You know, it's like, hey, it takes a big man to cry. It takes a big man to make them cry. But, like, you can't ever lose your sense of compassion to people and being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Like you said, until you weren't the man, people are so quick to do it. And then our instant gratification society, which I think started with microwaves, and social media hasn't happened, it helped it at all, you know. Everyone's so quick. It's like everybody on earth in movies anymore. They all just want to, like, you know, break the big story and get it out there. And it's like, yeah. I mean, you're supposed to bear one another's burden, but you can't shoulder everybody. I mean, that's like me. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, and I guess that was the cool thing with Helene was like the biggest sense of community we saw since 9/11. Like, you know, our little D court had 7 power poles and 5 transformers down, and we were blocked in on the uphill and downhill side. My downhill side was a widow, recently widowed with health problems, and she's in her 70s. You know, cutting our way out, but there was some things out there in that group because neighbors were helping neighbors were helping strangers. But I mean, that's, you know, well, it's like, you know, I grew up dirt poor. I mean, government cheese, government milk. My mom was from a family of 13 kids. Game one used to bring roadkill beer by their house. They were drinking powdered milk at 50% of water. Mom did have 2 nickels. But, you know, when we started playing sports in high school in the away games, she'd give us $5 for a post-game meal. And I knew that was respect for her because I watched her stretch $1 further than most people did at 20. She went back to school and got into the state hospital for LPN, and she couldn't go long enough for RA. She had 2 kids. I don't think she can make $15 an hour, but she did get paid. And that's what keeps my kids. Like, one, you can never outgive God. You don't give what you expect, you know. It's nothing if you help those who can help you back. Like, you're supposed to give without expecting anything in return. But if you know it's the right, like, don't bless it. It may not be financial, it may not be, you know, whatever, but I mean, we've been single income family of 5 for 17.5 years now, you know. We said, well, if I know, but my kids look like things for her now, Jess and I do it. And I don't think... Pink runner, dude, yeah. Nah, that's the same thing, you know. It's hard to see because in a lot of ways, I love my wife Beth, I'm not trying to blame her, but she's with my kids 90% of the time. Like, I've sacrificed and missed their whole life. I've still been at practices. I've been at ball games. It absolutely breaks my heart that I missed 4 tournaments this year because Cole and I were sick. But she's like, you go to the tournament, you look these kids all day every day. Like, they come to you for a snack on the side of the board. They call you when they need something.
This is fun.
Me and Cole stay home. That's really the first thing in my kids I've ever missed. Other than on the field trip, all the, like, I'm gone all day when I get home. I don't have any problem staying at home. I'm a homebody. But they want to go all day, and they want me to go. I'm emotionally, physically, spiritually sick. Like, I need some downtime to get to the house, whether it's maybe something on the promotion, or God forbid I put my feet up and put a volleyball thing on, watch my TV show and talking. Because all my avenues and my outlets are gone. The fly fishing is gone. The hunting is gone. I mean, my son. Yeah. That's the thing. I used to call my own flies to save money. But I got no money in them jetty vices and fur feathers and hooks and I do rods and reels. Because fly fishing was a campaign sport on a PBR budget. At the time, I had a doctor that was in Texas, a beef doctor, and he's fishing an $800 saved rod, and I'm fishing their fish on a $150 Reddington. I miss but then I haven't even done that spring, drop stream since I graduated my L2L3, and I'm not sure my boss is going to let me wait in all day. I haven't had a chance to find out, but we got so big into hunting and bow hunting and competitive archery. Like I said, I was down there 35, 40 weekends out of the year working by the mountain. I didn't go out climbing and all day sitting on weekends, But, oh, I used to basketball too, I know. They wouldn't have replayed that for us the other day because it didn't affect the play. They played at 11:30. They won their group or bracket or whatever. They went 3-0. Yeah, they're 4-5 now for the tournament, 11-12 in sets. But something flipped in their middle match on day 2. And we finally, I told Jeff, I said, this is a win. This is just got losing on 4 or 5 bad calls. But I'm thinking this is a win. I was the only parent down there after the handshake on making them up. But then they come out that third match Tuesday. And everybody was doing the crescendo clap, and Jonas would go to cross the ball, and he'd be like, cut, and they'd stop, and everybody's cut up. And we came out and put it on them that first set like I haven't seen all season. And then we struggled in the second. Everybody started playing tight, started playing not to lose, and started playing to win. The crowd went away, the fun went away. I'm like, I just got in Grayson Phase 2 yesterday about me to keep these kids loose. I told Levi, when you come in their team idol, like, hey, you guys want to hear David Drake with Nick Song and like, tell them something stupid, make them laugh, get them loose, and then get them back on point. And so I started to clap back up. We had the wave going, we had everything going. They came out to get something in the third set, won that first match, and they're 4-0. But it's like, look, I know we failed in the tournament too because we proved them based on results and how they were doing. And they're only being let down by a coaching staff. And continue to step this thing and get dropped next to it and put the taste of winning back in their mouth. Well, that's like, hey, wait, winning's more fun than losing. Let's keep doing this. They've worked like a completely different team. They've been taking, they work the best I've seen them play as a unit since the start. Oh, really? Well, I feel bad I never let you sit down and talk with Charlie to watch that. What? Huh? We do that all the time at my house to Jess, and the boys will get her, I'll get her. We'll get her every day.